Short break. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to the Kathie J Show. I am Kathie J. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. I say it every day, but it's really good to see you. And thank you to everybody out there who's been keeping up with us on social media. Remember, always catch up on anything at KathieJShow.com. And we got a YouTube channel, so if we get a couple more subscribers, Mama's going to make some money. So let's do that. Hit like, subscribe on Kathie J's YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into the show because it's about dating and doing new things because spring is a season of renewal. We all feel it. So it's also the perfect time to do a little deep cleaning and decluttering. Not just our homes, everybody. Maybe our love lives. You can't start a fresh new relationship without getting rid of the old baggage from the old relationship. So you got to start with a clean slate. So to do that, get rid of your old dating habits that don't serve you anymore. That's why we brought in our expert. Everybody, this is Hope Rike, our dating expert from It's Just Lunch Denver.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
You look beautiful.
And you do.
I love having you on the show.
We're bringing that spring
We're bringing
feeling.
the spring. We're bringing the feeling.
Yes.
Yes. So this is Katie's coach. She wanted me to tell you hi. So
hello,
thought I'd
Katie.
remember.
Love it. I love the blue.
She's still not having any luck dating.
She's
but
not.
She's watching today.
Well, hopefully this segment will help her.
Exactly. So I think it's very important to spring clean what's inside as well. Because after COVID, after going on a couple bad dates, it would be really negative in here. You gotta get rid of it. Yeah.
And past relationships.
Yes.
I think of it like your house. If you thought of your dating life, like you think about your house, and just think of a house with a lot of clutter.
How that makes you feel.
I love the analogy of an old chair.
Yeah.
You know, it's a recliner, it's brown, it's been there for a while.
You've had it, yeah.
And you don't really want it. It doesn't, you look at it, it doesn't bring you joy. You're not like all excited.
Right.
But sometimes you sit in it and it's still a little comfortable.
Are you describing our current husbands? Because some of us are like, I think she's talking about my husband right now. He's an old recliner that smells like cigarettes. It's time for us to get rid of him? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and this is what happens a lot of times when somebody's moved on from a relationship officially, but they haven't. You know, they're still seeing that person occasionally, maybe when they're lonely.
You mean a friends with benefits situation?
It can be like that.
Okay.
It can be, just that sometimes they like to have that comfort or that person to text late night.
People like to still be able to say, I'm still friends with my ex.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's just I'm lonely thing. And I even if you're not my person, just having someone to talk to feels good. But if you think about the emotional space like you would of an actual physical space of, say, your living room or your house, if you fill it full of
anger,
these things
problems
that you already know you don't want this relationship, well, that's still taking that space.
It is
in your life, in your emotional life, in your single life.
So take those emotions to the dump.
It's time to donate the recliner. It's time to get it out of your house.
And one of you lucky ladies can pick it up.
So that you have room.
I did donate a recliner once, and one of you ladies did pick him up. Joke was on you, wasn't it? I'm kidding. But you know what? I'm not in the way. I had to get rid of something that was toxic. One person's trash is another woman's treasure.
It's so true.
It's so true. But coming along with getting the negative out is because I move all that furniture out of my space.
Yes.
I'm now getting fresh, new, positive, happy stuff to come in. Right?
Yeah. And it might start with just getting that piece out. And underneath you see there's a lot of dust and a lot of things that you need to deal with.
Because there was probably trauma with the breakup. If you were cheated on.
Totally.
If, anything that happened, words that were said when you guys were leaving each other.
It has to be gone for you to move on.
Okay.
It has to be gone. If you're still a little bit in it, then you're not over it.
Okay. If you're still doing the FBW or F whatever, FWD.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, thank you.
There's only so much room. So you got to move that out,
so
clean it up. And when I think about that, when it comes to dating, it's like, are you showing up your best self? Have you really dealt with everything?
Okay, so stop right there. Because once you clean out the house, then you can show up as your best self. Yes. And hopefully your best self shows up with a little humor. We'll be back. Kathie J. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show. We're having a good time behind the scenes too. This is Hope Rike, everybody. She's our dating expert. We love having you on the show.
Always
Hope works,
fun.
I love you. Hope works with It's Just Lunch Denver, everybody. And she's here to remind all of us that we got to refresh our dating lives.
Yes.
You know, that don't take things so serious. You
Yes.
got to get out there and enjoy the summer the right way.
Uh-huh.
Some of that means dust off that sense of humor.
Yes,
Yeah.
dust off your sense of humor. If you're taking dating too seriously, where does that get you? You know, like you have to laugh about it. I was saying dating is a lot like being on live TV.
Yeah.
You have to go with the flow.
You got to roll with it.
You have to be able to laugh when you go to the ladies' room during the middle of the date and see that you have a lot of lipstick on your teeth.
Nobody could tell
or
me.
Or a piece of lettuce or, you know, whatever it might be.
You got to laugh.
Laugh about it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like those moments later when you're talking? I know Katie does this with you, and she's telling you about these dates, and you guys are laughing.
I'm dying laughing. When he picked dog hair off of her shirt,
yes.
I died laughing.
It's good material.
We were laughing. She was a little heartbroken, but you're so right, because laughter automatically makes you in a different mood.
Yes.
You're smiling more. It makes you a little bit more attractive. Everybody likes this more than.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you want to have kids within the next 2 years. You know, there's a big difference.
Or just
how you approach people.
And the other thing is that singles say one of the most attractive attributes that you can have.
A job.
A job is very, very high up there.
Yeah, a house of your own.
But a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And when you walk in and you have a smile on your face, you're laid back. You don't want to come in and just be super stiff and serious and do you have a car?
Yeah,
do you have a job?
Right.
You know?
Nobody wants that to be serious, especially on the first date or the second date.
Especially women go on a date because they want to have fun.
Yes.
They want a guy to make them laugh.
Especially after COVID, everyone wants to get out and have a good time. Don't bring a checklist on what you're expecting.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be able to laugh, and people are looking for that. Like, that is something that if you really do want to find someone, people will find you more attractive.
Yes.
If you show up with one.
You know, and I think that's why I always cleaned up in the clubs and in person at bars and stuff, because I could make the dude laugh and, you know, and never a hard time, never a difficult time finding somebody.
Exactly.
But online, there is that hard, it's like, you know, like you just pray initially when you first see them, when you meet at the place, that you like each other, you're physically attracted, they look like their photo.
Well, and you pointed out COVID too, right? So when you come to like how we interact as humans, when we are in person, we need to dust off there too.
Yes, we do.
So maybe even start by practicing with your friends, or, you know, just getting out there with other humans. If you've been, you know, kind of locked up in your house and not going out as much, before you go on that first date, get out there and spend some time with friends and, you know,
take a walk in some
work on your social skills.
Yes.
You know?
And because then, you know, if this is the first person you're talking to, you might dump some heavy stuff on them that you're not aware you're doing.
You're
just being
human
honest.
I've seen in a while.
Human. This is amazing. And life is heavy for all of us. So please.
Totally.
Edit what comes out of your mouth.
I mean, I know during the pandemic, I found myself sharing a little too much with the grocery store checkout lady. Yeah, I was just like, it's so nice to talk to somebody, you know?
I do remember that moment.
Yes.
Okay,
You're like, I'm talking too much. Okay. Now, for singles, just think about that.
Yes,
you know, because they don't even have
their cat, their dog, whoever it is. Okay, everybody. So don't go away. When we come back, we're going to talk more about like letting those old flames go. How do you do that? Because some of you have been holding on way too long. Kathie J. Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. Kathie J. So many good stories about dating. I tell you what, everybody. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this half hour. So it is time to spring clean your love life, everybody, and get a fresh start, okay? So if you're struggling to find the right partner for you, it's time to hit the delete the duds. I love that you call it that.
Delete the duds, yes.
This is Hope Rike, everybody. She's with It's Just Lunch Denver, a professional dating service. So please find them if you want the professional way to go find your love. But Hope's got all the tricks and okay, so holding on to the exes, you got to delete the duds.
Yeah, and it's a totally different era now with social media.
Yeah.
Maybe you even met through an app, so you could kind of see what that person's doing on there still.
Yes.
It's time to delete the duds. If you realize they're not your person, or maybe they realize you're not their person, it's time to let go of it. Unfriend them on social media. If you're still holding on to, what is he doing today, or who is he with, then you can't move on in your own life, right? I've even heard of some women that maybe, you can do the where is this person app? Like, what are they doing right now? They're over at the park. They're
Snapchat if they're logged in, they'll tell you where
exactly.
they are.
Like, you need to move on from that. You need to. It's not really healthy.
But a lot of men that I know. They admit that they hold on to the numbers because they never know when they're going to need that number. The one night might happen, and they're, what's up? And so they don't want to have it.
That's exactly why you want to delete that person. Delete, and now we can block too.
Yeah, true.
So, and men and women should do this.
Okay.
If you realize, like, I need to move on from this, this is not my person, I want to find my person.
That's what it is.
And this is also, assuming you do want to find your person.
Right, because
if you want to date casually, you can stay doing whatever you want to do.
Date casually and have as many numbers and as many memories as you want in that phone. But if you really want a fresh slate and you want to go forward,
and if you've been on the other side of that, you wanted the relationship.
Right.
You were just waiting for that message from him at midnight.
Yes.
And you were like, yes, come on over.
Right.
And you realize, okay, I've been doing this for too long. He doesn't want something serious with me.
Yes.
I won't meet my person who does want something serious with me if I'm still holding on to this.
True.
And if I'm allowing this. So that's where you need to block and delete.
Block and delete. Block and delete.
Because then you won't even see it. You don't even see it if they.
Because you're right. It does feel like a security blanket. If you know you have a plan B in your phone, you're not going to try as hard if something upsets you when you're hanging out with plan A. You're not going to try to fix that as much. You're going to go, well, they were, they called me girl instead of, like the dumbest excuse. And they're out because you always fall back to plan B. Let it go.
It's time to. I mean, if you know.
Agree.
Like,
I was giving a shout out to some of my girlfriends. They knew.
Those are the things we do because we are, really it comes to a lot of insecurity. But
they really like that person. They are holding out, waiting in vain for that person to say, I'm here finally.
Yeah. But you might be waiting forever.
Yeah, how long you want to wait?
And then you're going to miss your real person.
That's exactly right.
Because you are waiting for someone who's never coming.
Okay, so now let's say you have deleted the duds. You are ready. You've opened the window. You're ready for what's coming.
Well, I love this one. Refresh your routines. I think about this a lot when it comes to pre-COVID, what singles were doing. And I hear this from clients a lot. They'll say, I used to always go to happy hour with my girlfriend at her favorite bar. Yeah. We went every Friday. That's how I would meet men.
Yes, exactly.
I would meet men organically. Right. I really liked that, but that bar's been closed now for a year and a half.
I know. A lot of places are closed.
And I moved out of the city because, during the pandemic, there was nothing going on and it didn't make sense for me to be downtown. Then start a new tradition. Do something different. Maybe you've always wanted to get into hiking.
Okay.
You have to refresh what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can't be sitting at home.
Yes.
And just
thinking
waiting.
He's going to knock on the door.
Yeah.
Like, man, do I have to leave my lipstick on all day? When is he going to show up? I've been staying inside all day waiting for him to show up.
Yes, refresh the routine because a lot of people are very used to being at home now more than we were before.
Yeah.
Before we were out and about doing a lot of things, and people are getting out there and we're getting back out there, right?
We're out there.
And people are excited about it too.
Yes.
But there are still some people that their routine, their daily routine is still a lot more, they're more of a homebody now.
Yeah.
And they've got to refresh that again.
I would say also, to me, there's nothing sexier than somebody that has hobbies, that does things, that has like a purpose.
Yes.
I love that. They can talk about it, or their body looks good because they're doing something, or I just like the fact that they have energy and excitement about something in life.
And it's never too late to get a new hobby.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something you always wanted to do, but you think, but I'm too old for that.
Right.
No, you're not.
Instead of focusing on your date, focus on yourself.
Yes.
Make yourself better.
And when someone says, well, I've always done these things and I haven't met anything, well, then try something new. How
come I can never meet a good man at tracks? A good, reliable, straight man at tracks. I'm kidding. I love you. Shout out to Tracks. I love you guys. But it is about being proactive and saying, I'm going to try something new.
Totally.
So that means even bars, you go to different bars and stuff?
Yeah, different areas of town. I mean, if some people think, oh, well, I should just be able to find them in my own backyard.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I only want to date within a 5-mile radius.
You're right, for sure.
No, you've got to expand.
Yeah.
Maybe
we expanded too much, though, Hope. We took one of our girlfriends to Shanahan's thinking, well, we're going to expand and get her a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Wow, those men were way too old. so we chose the wrong location, but we had good intentions.
Totally. And sometimes it's about like,
keep trying.
It can be an activity.
Yes,
you know?
right.
I mean, I had a client that tried a bowling league.
Oh, neato.
And met somebody great that she would never think. She was like, you know, I'm just doing this. I'm just going to try it.
Going to do it.
I've had clients go into, you know, hiking and met somebody organically.
Yes.
You know, or maybe it's bike riding. There's lots of bicycling groups you can get into.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just changing your hangout. Like
Yeah.
you moved from the city,
Now
but
you
you haven't really looked around, you know, what's around me now.
Right,
And
go
there's
hang
a
out.
local brewery. You can take your dog and hang out.
We
meet
got
your
lots of local
girlfriends.
breweries,
Yes,
all that stuff, right?
do.
So, yes.
So change it up.
Yeah.
If you're doing the same thing day after day and you're not meeting anybody new,
Yeah.
then do something different.
Yeah, right. You're going to get the same results if you do the same thing.
Yes.
All right, so when we come back, what about getting stuck in a rut in your dating life? Kind of what we were talking about. We'll be right back. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. That's right. Man, I wish we could keep the camera rolling during the commercial breaks, everybody. Thank you for staying with us this half hour. So this is Hope Rike, everybody. She's with It's Just Lunch Denver. If you want a real professional way to go about your dating life, please check out It's Just Lunch Denver, because Hope and her girls, they go through it. They're the middleman, and they make sure that everything's cool for your dating life.
Yes.
It's a really cool service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matchmaking.
Matchmaking at its best. So give us some more advice, speaking of it, Miss Matchmaker. Spring cleaning, it's not, you don't have to do this just in the spring. This is anytime we feel like we're in a rut throughout the year.
Yes, this is really important too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, oh, I'll just wait until spring, even though I know there are issues that need to be resolved here. It's something that anytime you're stuck in a rut, and we get stuck in a rut, right? Especially singles, you know? If you're feeling negative, if you're feeling like things just aren't going your way, then stop, pause, kind of look around. Okay, what can I clean up here? Where's the clutter? What can I move out so that I can refresh and restart? And it could be in the winter, it can be in the fall, it can be any time that you feel like that. It's better to do that than just
keep living with it.
Moving forward when you have there's an issue, because you won't get results that you
you're
want.
right. So yeah, you're so right. I stayed with when I woke up one morning and I was like, I'm dating a truck driver and I'm sleeping on zebra striped sheets, and I just feel like this isn't my life, and I started hyperventilating. Really, I did, everybody. And I stayed another year. And then that clutter turns into resentment.
Is huge.
And then it turns into you hating the person and you just want to poke their eyeballs out. So there's no better time to get rid of it when it doesn't feel good anymore.
Yep, be honest with yourself.
And with the person.
Yeah, and especially women, I think, can say, no, you're just, your expectations are too high. He's a really good guy.
Right.
But you have to be honest with yourself.
No,
girl. And like you said, honest with the person.
Yeah,
because
I told him.
At the end of the day, if it turns to resentment, when really it's just the person that
I want to kill you. Yeah. But so many people live in those households. My parents, like it becomes toxic.
Yeah.
If you stay when you know it's no longer working.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you also wanted to say stretch and grow, right?
Yes.
That's part of changing.
Yes, it is.
Tell us how to do that.
Well, a lot of it is, working on yourself.
It is.
And that can come in a lot of forms, right? Like it could be working on yourself mentally. It could be physical.
Yeah.
It could be that
you've given us a checklist of things we have to work on ourselves this hour. You got to get rid of these. You got to delete the duds. You got to do all this.
Yes.
But if you truly want to find love and get a fresh start, why not?
I mean, a lot of people are being held back because they're insecure. And we can be insecure about different things. Sometimes it is our physical appearance.
Right.
If you really feel like you'll show up feeling more confident and you're going to have better success if you are 15 pounds lighter, or maybe it's not even about that. It's just you want to be more in shape.
Whatever it is.
Do the things that will make you show up feeling more confident about yourself, because that mindset is everything.
No, you're absolutely right. The mindset is everything. Even when I come to the show every day, if I'm having an off day, this is going to be a weird show.
Right, exactly.
Hey, but you know, you're absolutely right. So what you're saying is, ask the person if you can meet for the first time in the dark. With the blinds down and everything. Okay, everybody. Hope, do you have final words for everybody about getting out there and start refreshing their love life?
Just refresh your life right now, and in every way that you can, so that you're showing up as your best self. It's easier said than done, but it's something that if we all take a pause and work on it, we will have more success.
I agree. And you know what, ladies, I would say go get a spray tan.
Yes.
Get your teeth white.
Get your
do
nails
something
done.
that makes you feel
Get
good.
your hair done.
Exactly. Just start
New
getting
outfit.
back out there again.
Yes.
It's justlunchdenver.com is where you can find Hope and all of her girls. If you want a private, personalized dating experience, Hope is your gal. Thank you so much, Hope, for being here.
Thank you, Kathie.
And let us know.